Hello, I'm Daphne Crane, Senior Instructional Designer at the Center for Innovation in Teaching and Learning at Memorial University.
Hi, I'm Dominique Brejean-Hield, Associate Professor of History at Memorial University of Newfoundland. Together we designed History 2610, History of the USA since 1865.
We are honored to accept the CNIE Award of Excellence in Technology Integration. We owe special thanks to Nancy Simmons, Copyright Officer, who cleared and provided credit lines for 520 items for History 2610, and to Jeff Way, Assistant to Instructional Designer, who placed all the items in the course, including descriptions of each object. History 2610 used low-tech embedded photos, images, and videos to engage the learners. Mayer ascertains that multimedia principle that states, people learn more deeply from words and pictures than from words alone. With this in mind, the images, illustrations, and photos selected for inclusion were considered to be of value to the learner and the learning process. Marshall McLuhan's statement, "The medium is the message," serves to encourage the development of innovative online course environments. Online environments need to reflect in feel and appearance the teaching and learning approaches being used by the instructor. These environments also need to consider the students' past experiences. History 2610 is a survey course, and many students will not have a strong background in USA history. The photos and images used will help to bring relevance to the course. Photos and images are a form of technology that have been around for several years. The use of photos and images in History 2610, History of the USA since 1865, enhances the course as it provides details not otherwise explained. The photos and images make the course come alive. Those who died in the battlefield were real people with families. The use of the photos and the images addresses the instructional problem of making the course content relevant to today's learners. The integration of the objects is seamless.
It has become quite customary to acknowledge that we live in a media-saturated age and that today's university students are digital natives, surrounded by visual media in their daily lives. Technology has made it easier for instructors to download and incorporate images and embed videos into their learning and teaching materials. Subsequently, a serious and potentially boring survey course on post-Civil War history transforms into an interactive, sometimes playful experience for students. Yet, my goal is to teach learners to move beyond seeing visual media as merely a means to illustrate or adorn the written content. Rather, I encourage them to discover how to think critically about these images. Technology has enabled me to help students develop their visual literacy skills and to engage in the practice of doing history, not simply memorizing facts or chronicling events, but understanding processes and developing the techniques of inquiry and evidentiary-based approach to understanding the past. Image-based reflection activities demonstrate to students that practicing history is an interpretive act. There are not necessarily right or wrong answers. Instead, there are diverse perspectives based on evaluating the evidence and making a reasoned argument. Meanwhile, online discussion activities show students that history is a dialogue or conversation and teaches them to learn the importance of context in critical thinking. In addition to photographs and other images, embedded videos also enhance the autonomous learning experience by promoting active viewing. Students are asked to think about what they are seeing and reach their own conclusions, supported by context and evidence. Ultimately, students apply these newfound skills to their written assignments. They select two primary sources, which are materials produced by individuals or groups directly involved in the event or topic under consideration, from a variety of digital media, ranging from documents, images, songs, and moving images. They then write two short analytical essays in which they develop their own interpretation about the larger historical context or period in which the chosen primary sources were produced. Students act as historians, or even detectives, by asking and attempting to answer such analytical questions as, who wrote or produced the source? What kind of perspective does it represent? Is it affected by the gender, race, sexuality, or socioeconomic class of its producer? And if so, how? Why was the source made? What sort of function did it serve? Who was the intended audience? Was it intended to be public or private? What can the source tell us about U.S. society at the time it was written?
Thank you again for the award. Enjoy the rest of your conference.